Welcome to Band TV, your ultimate best channel. Before we dive into this emotional and highly talked about story, please subscribe to this channel, like this post, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on premium exclusive gist. Imagine the frenzy that builds when a high-profile breakup lingers in the public eye. Every glance, every social media post dissected like clues in a mystery novel. For weeks leading up to that pivotal statement, fans and online sleuths turned detectives, piecing together Byron and Sonia's every interaction with the precision of a conspiracy theorist. Was that shared glance at an event a sign of lingering affection? Did a cryptic emoji mean unresolved tension? This relentless speculation didn't just invade privacy, it amplified the pain, turning personal healing into a spectator sport. In our hyper-connected world, silence isn't golden, it's suspicious. It fuels forums and TikTok theories, where assumptions morph into facts overnight. But here's the twist, this pressure cooker of public opinion often forces stars to speak up, not for themselves, but to douse the flames of misinformation. It's a reminder that fame's spotlight doesn't dim during heartbreak. If anything, it intensifies, leaving no shadow for quiet recovery. And in this case, it set the stage for a response that would redefine grace under fire. Now, picture this. In an era where drama sells and viral rants rack up millions of views, choosing a simple, written statement feels almost revolutionary. No tear-strict live stream, no heated podcast episode, just words on a screen, carefully crafted and calmly delivered. This wasn't accidental, it screamed intentionality. By sidestepping the chaos of spontaneous outbursts, the message cut through the noise like a laser, demanding attention through its restraint. Think about it, social media thrives on impulse, on those raw, unfiltered moments that hook us with their authenticity. But here, control became the power move. It signaled maturity, a refusal to let emotions hijack the narrative. Viewers, accustomed to explosive reveals, were left intrigued. What does this poise hide? Or better yet, what does it reveal about true strength? This approach didn't just communicate facts, it invited us to reflect on our own knee-jerk reactions, making the statement not just news, but a subtle lesson in self-mastery that keeps you scrolling for more insights. Ambiguity in breakups is like a slow-burning fuse, it keeps the drama alive, sparking endless what-ifs and fan wars. But this statement, it slammed the door shut with crystal-clear finality, declaring the chapter unequivocally closed. No vague hints, no open-ended maybes that could stoke false hope or lingering grudges. This mattered profoundly because public splits often drag on like unfinished symphonies, with exes trading subtle jabs or fans clinging to reconciliation dreams. By removing all doubt, it freed everyone involved from the emotional limbo that plagues celebrity romances. Imagine the relief, no more passing lyrics or outfits for hidden messages. Instead, it paved the path for genuine moving on. And here's what hooks you, this boldness challenges us all. How many of our own heartbreaks have we prolonged with just-in-case thoughts? It's a gripping exploration of why closure isn't just polite, it's liberating, turning a personal declaration into a universal thrill ride of emotional truth. Honesty shines brightest when it honors the past without twisting it into something ugly. In this statement, the acknowledgement of one's real love stood out like a beacon, refusing to deny or diminish what was. No blame games, no revisionist history, just a nod to the beauty that existed, now tucked away as a memory. This emotional integrity is rare in public breakups, where egos often demand a villain or a rewrite. But by embracing the truth, it showed that growth thrives on acceptance, not erasure. Picture the intrigue, fans. Expecting she'd got vulnerability instead, flipping the script on typical post-breakup pettiness. It invites you to ponder, does admitting love's history weaken or empower? In a world quick to judge, this approach builds suspense, drawing you deeper into the psyche of someone navigating fame's minefield. It's not just relatable, it's riveting, making you root for this kind of maturity in your own life stories. The bombshell moment. Extending genuine well wishes to Byron and his new chapter with Sonia. In a landscape littered with ex versus current feuds, think-shaded tweets and subtle digs, this gesture exploded expectations like fireworks. It wasn't forced politeness, it was a heartfelt dismantling of bitterness, choosing peace over pettiness. Fans gasped, could this be real? Or a masterclass in rising above? This unexpected kindness shifted the entire narrative, turning potential toxicity into inspiration. It hooks you because it defies the drama we crave, no catfights, just class. Imagine the ripple effect, online trolls disarmed, conversations pivoting to positivity. It's a thrilling reminder that goodwill isn't weakness, it's the ultimate power play. As you absorb this, you can't help but wonder, would you extend the same grace? This element keeps the story pulsing with humanity, ensuring you're invested until the very end. Healing isn't a passive wait for time to work its magic, it's an active choice, and this statement framed it as such with gripping clarity. Releasing anger wasn't portrayed as a gift to others but as essential self-care, a deliberate step toward inner peace. This perspective electrifies the narrative. Think of it as a hero's journey, where the protagonist battles internal demons not with swords, but with intention. In our fast-paced world, where grudges go viral, this insistence on proactive letting go feels like a plot twist. It draws you in. How does one summon that strength amid pain? The intrigue lies in its universality. We've all clung to resentment, only to realize it chains us. By presenting healing as work, not whimsy, it transforms a personal update into a motivational thriller, keeping you glued as you reflect on your own unresolved chapters. Raw vulnerability hits hardest when it's unexpected, and admitting the initial pain of moving on added layers of credibility that make this story impossible to pause. It wasn't glossed over with "I'm fine" platitudes. Instead, it owned the hurt, making the path to peace feel earned, not effortless. This relatability is the hook. Who hasn't felt that sting? By sharing it, the statement bridged the gap between celebrity and viewer, turning a distant drama into something intimate. Imagine the suspense. Would bitterness win, or would growth prevail? Acknowledging pain without dwelling humanizes the figure, proving maturity coexists with emotion. It's a narrative act that builds tension, releasing it in triumph, keeping you engaged as you cheer for this evolution. In a sea of performative perfection, this honesty is the thrill that sticks. In a culture obsessed with broadcasting every emotion, opting for private healing over public spectacle is a bold rebellion that captivates. This statement rejected the norm of heartbreak as content, no aesthetic crying reels or vague posts begging for sympathy. Instead, it championed quiet recovery, validating those who mend away from the spotlight. The intrigue. It questions our validation-seeking society. Is pain real if not shared online? This stance flips the script, making silence a statement in itself. Viewers are drawn in, pondering their own habits. Have we turned personal turmoil into performance art? By challenging this, it creates a suspenseful dialogue, urging us to value inner work over likes. It's empowering, thrilling in its subtlety, and ensures you're hooked on the idea that true strength often whispers. Blame culture thrives online, but this statement masterfully sidestepped it by absolving Sonia of any role in past woes. No subtle accusations, no inherited drama, just a clear boundary that reduced potential hostility. This move is electric. It dismantles the new partner as enemy trope, sparking curiosity about healthier dynamics. Imagine the tension release. Fans poised for shade get redirection instead. It shifts focus from finger-pointing to accountability, making the narrative more sophisticated and engaging. Why does this matter? It combats toxicity, inspiring viewers to rethink their own biases. The hook is in the humanity. Refusing to villainize keeps the story positive yet profound, drawing you deeper into reflections on empathy in breakups. Sometimes, the most telling response is none at all, and Byron's silence amplified the statement's impact like an echo in a vast hall. This absence wasn't avoidance, it was respect, underscoring the closure without adding fuel to speculation. In our noisy digital age, not reacting becomes a plot twist. What does it signify? Finality. Agreement. The mystery keeps you invested, as silence speaks volumes in a world of constant chatter. It reinforces that true resolution doesn't need rebuttals, it stands alone. This element adds suspense, making the entire saga feel complete yet open to interpretation. Viewers are left pondering, in your own life, has quiet ever been the loudest statement? Ultimately, this entire episode redefines what strength looks like in the aftermath of love lost, not through fiery confrontations or viral vengeance, but via acceptance, dignity, and quiet forward strides. It shatters stereotypes, proving maturity thrives in subtlety, turning a breakup into a blueprint for grace. The thrill lies in its counterintuitive power, no noise, yet immense impact. What are your thoughts on handling public heartbreaks with such class? Drop your stories or takeaways in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you've navigated similar moments, and let's keep the conversation positive and inspiring. Don't forget to like,